What do pets experience when they pass away? What does the afterlife look like? What does transitioning into spirit feel like? These are all awesome questions, and they're questions that I get to see the answer to when I speak with pets who have transitioned into spirit. This is one of my typical questions that I ask them because we always want to know, what did you experience? Were you okay? And what did it feel like? What did you see? And where are you now? What are you doing? Okay. And I want to talk to you about this and to know exactly what your specific pet experience, we would need to do a session with them, of course, but this will give you a good idea of generally what they probably experienced. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start with the transition, the moment of transition. And what I get from nearly every pet is instant peace, instant peace, instant, no pain, nothing. Okay. All peace, all comfort. A lot of them show different colors. The colors and the hues of colors vary, but there is oftentimes some swirling type of sensation with these colors, and like a feeling of I went through the colors. I went through a tunnel of sorts, and and then from there they will oftentimes show this space, this area, this experience that they go into where they're in complete darkness. And I describe it as darkness because that is what I physically see when I look around in this space. But it is not dark in the sense of scary, depression, heaviness, nothing like that. Absolutely nothing like that. It is only dark because there is a lack of stimulation in it. And what I always explain within this space is that the animal is experiencing pure healing. They are resting, they are absorbing the peacefulness of the healing energy that is within this place. And as their soul progresses through that healing process, they describe a sensation of the space, that dark space around them, getting brighter and brighter and brighter and more stimulating and more stimulating and more stimulating. And it really is just a true healing, full healing experience. And it's beautiful, and they feel good within that experience. Now, some of them will explain that there is, another spirit or two there with them, or they helped guide them through transition. That does come up. It does not come up every single time, though. The more of the spirits come into play when they are fully through this healing process. And then they show me that the next space that most of them go into is this space that's larger. It incorporates all different types of spirits, and usually spirits that they personally know. They are soul friends, soul family. Some pets describe themselves once they go into this space as playing and being rambunctious and getting to do this and this and this and this. And then others are like, I'm kind of more on the sidelines here. Others are like playing and I'm just relaxing. I'm absorbing it. I'm taking it all in. I am just cherishing the peace that I get to feel right now. And all of these scenarios, it feels very good. Others will describe just being surrounded by other spirits. And some sessions we get to go in and talk to some of those spirits. We're able to identify that description as this person or this other pet, because they're often able to give me a picture of, who are you looking at? And so we can go into that as well, but they are completely healed and aware of the afterlife and having transitioned and feeling very, very good, very at peace, very grateful. Okay. Now, after that phase, I find that they go into more of a learning phase, and they'll look at their life, what they did, how they developed what they learned, what that means for their soul now, how they can continue developing it, and then later on, what that means for their next life. What do you want to focus on for your next life? So all of this, it takes place at different rates. I have found that some of them in our time take years and years to go through that process. That initial process of the healing process usually only takes a few days to a week in our time, maybe even very faster than that. But then after that, they are on really their own schedule. Do they want to just zip through it and come back into another life? Some of them do that. Do they want to take their time and enjoy, and then learn? And that can take years in our time. Now, others will show me that they are more of in a teaching or healing type of position within the afterlife. So they talk about having projects with other spirits and teaching other spirits. Others, and these are more of the outliers, more of the ones that go into this space within their description that my human brain isn't quite as able to grasp, but they explain almost like exploring expeditions and learning how to use energy and manipulate energy in various ways. And they are off. They're off doing other things. And like I said, I don't at this point fully understand what exactly they're doing or why they are doing it. But I do know that they are extremely dedicated to it and extremely motivated and stimulated and just happy with it. They love what they do. They're like, I'm off doing blah, blah, blah. So, again, those are the outliers. It's fun to find a pet who is doing that, but they are not as much in the norm. Okay. Um, okay. So sorry, talking about those guys, it gets me off track a little bit because my brain goes off into what they're doing, and I'm trying to figure it out. Um, okay, let me see. Okay, and I wanted to touch as well on the pets, and these guys are outliers as well. I've only experienced this with 2 or 3 pets over these several years, this decade. And they have had trouble with transition. There has been something that has kept them more in that first phase where they are trying to heal. They are trying to get through that initial transition phase. And so for those pets, they are still feeling peace. They are still feeling no pain, no illness, nothing like that. The thing that I have found that they hold on to and that's keeping them in that place are emotions. And it oftentimes has to do with grief, that a pet parent is experiencing and not being able to work through, or it has to do with a very traumatic and sudden death, and they are having a hard time accepting that or adjusting to it. Okay. So for those pets, I have been able to talk them through that. And the pet parent helps me talk them through that. And we go through a session, a discussion of just supporting them. I offer them additional energy therapy, and then we check back in with them a week or two later, and we have found that yes, now they have been able to move fully into the afterlife, and they feel much better. Okay, and that connection has been reformed between them and their pet parent. So those are beautiful sessions as well. Um, so if you have any questions about any of this that I've discussed with transition and afterlife, please let me know. I will be discussing many other topics within this broader topic of transition pets throughout. So make sure that you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Click yes on notifications so that you can know when upcoming videos are becoming available and continuing to learn with me. Thank you and have a wonderful day.